Well, the enemy comes from within. What a fucking cunt my family are. Jodie Bongetti, Dave Bongetti, Kira and Vlad McLean, and Doug and April McLean. They've witnessed me struggle over very many years with no lawyer, no advocate, no representation. And, it causes me damage. It's not just the ignoring me though, it's the pointed neglect. And you know why? I got a doctorate. I am very open-minded. I'm very liberated. These are all things that these boring as batshit people don't have, and they're happy to be ruled by an oppressive government as long as their patch of the turf isn't affected whatsoever. And they've exploited and literally sacrificed me and pointedly neglected me, absolutely rejected me in a total and utter way, in exactly the same way as I've been excommunicated from the federal government. And that makes them cowards, and that makes me courageous for even hanging on to life for as long as I did. So I asked Mum today if she could simply get me some money so I can have a hotel, somewhere to stay for the night, whilst I make a truce with the federal government in a conspiracy that everyone knows happening. But she neglected my story, she de-acknowledged it, and she just said, just go back to the house, you'll be with Crystal soon. But of course, what she absolutely knows is that they're not looking after me. My carers are my abusers. Paula from PayID Consulting, all the providers I've been with, personalised support services, not one single person will commit to reporting the documented human rights abuses, exploitation, victimisation and oppression that has been actually already documented, and no one will step over the line to get it legitimately acknowledged. And of course, the Australian Human Rights Commission won't investigate it either. The Prime Minister won't intervene, an Ombudsman won't intervene. I'm a failed whistleblower. I haven't got a lawyer. I've never had any money. I've got no money. I've got no food. I've got literally absolutely nothing. And that's exactly the way my family and all the people involved want it to be. They can sidle up to me and pretend, to care for me, as is within their remit. But of course, they neglect the whole human being. And I am a human being with a vast spectrum of things that are going on for me. And you can't just singularly act within your remit to do a singular job to the exclusion of all other factors. I think the world's been a cunt to me, and I think it's been underpinned by powerful key people, political stakeholders like Steve Ioannidis and Russell Ball and the Attorney General, who have all acted and made decisions to cause me harm. I've already fucking died, already once in February 2023, and there was a cover-up about it. I can't fucking believe it. The world wants harm to come to me. Well done. You're going to get the absolute nth harm right now because, I've got nowhere to go. I've got no money. I haven't got a doctor. I haven't got a lawyer. I haven't got a psychologist, a psychiatrist. I was rejected from the community care team. No one wants to know about me. It's universal. I've been excommunicated from the fucking world. I'm actually quite a nice guy, and I'm kind and I'm compassionate, and I've got a huge heart. And that's one of the reasons why these cold, primitive fucking gang stalkers want to fucking kill me. And although all of these people won't be singularly responsible for the exact fucking death, it also means that each one who have acted in that way in order to delay, deny, defer any money and cause me financial detriment and remove my human rights is actually responsible for the fucking death. I'm talking Tim Goss from AFCA, I'm talking the Attorney General, I'm talking the Prime Minister, I'm talking every fucking pig that there is in the fucking state who I can't report crime to, and I'm a failed whistleblower at, and they've focused on my mental illness and locked me up in hospital to the exclusion of all fucking factors. Fucking wake up and smell the roses. You're a fucking pack of cunts, and you've actually all caused this harm for me. In actual fact, the ones nearest and dearest to me are the ones doing the harming. And a conspiracy to pervert the course of justice relies on the person's innermost sanctum to actually fucking care for them. And that was absolutely corrupted. Every fucking person thinks I'm a cunt, and I didn't say I wasn't a cunt, but even cunts get a house. And if I'd have raped a baby and killed it and then hid the body and got caught, I still would be afforded a house and food in this country. And that's more than I have, and I'm not a rapist, I'm not a pedophile, and I'm not a murderer. So there you have it. Go fuck yourself, everyone. You've done absolutely fucking nothing for me, and you all wanted this to happen. Come on, let's be honest. I've got 600 YouTube videos on the internet protesting my treatment, and I have done so not because I'm trying to cause trouble, but because I want a fucking better life. And I thought that by putting it in a public domain, I could actually fucking get that help. Lo and behold, all it's done is to serve to get people to witness me rant and rave and get no traction whatsoever. And it's a fucking delight to them. The people who are watching it love seeing me distressed. Well, gang stalkers, you're not going to be able to stalk me where I'm fucking going, because I've given my life to Jesus Christ, and I'm trusting in Jesus by saying, you don't understand what's happening yet, but one day you will. One day you'll all acknowledge the way you've harmed me and the intention of malice and judgment you pitiful fucking people have. Fuck you very much. I'm on my fucking way to the final countdown. Cheers.